Welcome to Trekking Wild. Today is June 6th, 2025, and we are in the Two Medicine region of Glacier National Park. The Two Medicine region has some incredible hiking opportunities, but it tends to see fewer visitors than some of the more popular areas in the park like the West Entrance and Many Glacier. It still gets plenty of use, but it offers a different experience compared to those busier parts of the park. Today, we are hiking the Upper Two Medicine Lake via the North Shore Trail. This is a 9.4 mile out and back hike with 813 feet of elevation gain. We'll start on the east end of Two Medicine Lake, follow the North Shore, and then climb into the upper valley to reach our destination. That's the plan for today. Let's go hiking. Just had a moose come running out of the brush. I went down towards the lake, so I don't know if we're gonna see him again, but that was crazy. All right, let's keep hiking. This was one of the craziest wildlife encounters I've had to date on trail. An adult male moose came sprinting out of the woods to my right, no more than 20 feet in front of me, crossed the trail, and ran straight down to the lake on my left. That is a massive animal to see moving that fast, especially that close. Unfortunately, in the moment, I tried to grab my camera and ended up bumbling it right onto the ground. This was actually the first of two moose encounters I had that weekend that I didn't get on camera. It turned out to be a great weekend for moose viewing, just not so great for filming them. We are a little over a mile into the trail. We're kind of in and out of the brush right now, hiking along the lake shore. It's super windy, but beautiful hike. This whole Two Medicine Valley area is just absolutely stunning. So if you get the chance to hike here, highly recommend it. We are about 2.3 miles into the hike. Just broke out of the woods, and these views are pretty unbelievable. So continuing on, making good time. We're hiking about 3 miles an hour, which isn't bad. But yeah, so far loving every second of this hike. Let me spin you around so you can see the full 360 view. Pretty awesome views. The only wildlife so far was just that one moose, but always awesome to see a moose. But yeah, overall, again, just a great hike so far. All right, we are 3.2 miles in, just past the junction to where you could take the trail up to No Name Lake. That's a really beautiful hike. Done that in the past. But we're gonna continue on to Upper Two Medicine. Now, a couple different ways that you could do this hike. I mentioned in the beginning, we're on the North Shore Trail, or that's what we took. You can also take, there's a South Shore Trail that adds a little mileage to your hike. And not a lot, I think it's a mile or two. And then the third option is you can take a boat ride across the lake. And I think that either shaves off 4 miles or 6 miles. But it's a significant amount that it shaves off. So that's a good option if you want to get to the lake, but you think a 9-mile hike is a little out of your capabilities. So a couple different ways to do it. They all lead to the same place. This is actually my first time going up to Upper Two Medicine. I've hiked both the South Shore and North Shore trails, going to different hikes. Like I mentioned, No Name Lake, did Astor Park on the other side, a couple other waterfalls to hike to, using the South Shore Trail. But I haven't been up here yet, so looking forward to getting up to the lake and checking this spot out. All right, we're a little over 4 miles in. Definitely seen a lot more people now since we passed the boat dock. So the overwhelming majority of people definitely take the boat option, and definitely can do that. I think it's worth it to hike along the lake. We were rewarded with a moose today, so you know, a little extra effort, more scenery, more wildlife. Definitely think it's worth it, but nice to have that option if you don't have the time. Or like I said, if a 9-mile hike's a little
a little outside what you're willing to take on. So we should be getting close. We're about half mile maybe. So should be there soon.
As I approached Upper Two Medicine Lake, I started running into some small patches of snow on the trail. It's still early in the season, so finding snow up here isn't too surprising. If you're planning a trip to Glacier, it's important to understand the seasonal conditions and when different areas of the park become accessible. Snow can stick around well into early summer, especially at higher elevations, and that can impact trail conditions.
All right, made it to the lake, and it is absolutely stunning. Really beautiful lake. A little windy up here, so hopefully the audio is okay. But yeah, this is 100% worth doing. This is a top hike in Glacier for sure. You know, whether you come out and do it with the boat to save yourself a little distance, or you hike the full thing along either the North Shore like I did or the South Shore Trail, this is 100% worth doing. Highly recommend. I don't know why this area doesn't get more visits, but it should, because it is one of the most beautiful spots in the park. But really enjoyed this hike. I'm going to enjoy it a little more up here, and then I'm going to start heading back. This is an out and back, so we're going to be retracing our steps. All right, made it back to the trailhead. Total stats on that, I ended up with 9.4 miles on my watch, about 900 feet of elevation gain. So pretty close to what all trails had. As far as thoughts on this trail, 10 out of 10, awesome trail, highly recommend. You know, 9 miles in length, not much elevation gain, really isn't a very difficult trail because of that. But you have options to make it easier. So if you want to take the boat ride, that shaves off six total miles. So 3 miles there, 3 miles back. So that's a great option. Overall, great trail, great time, really enjoyed it.
If you would like more information on this hike, including a full trail write-up, directions to the trailhead, and a detailed trail map, visit trekkingwild.com. You can find the link in the description below. That's going to do it for this episode of Trekking Wild. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And for more trail write-ups, gear reviews, and trip ideas, be sure to check out trekkingwild.com. Until next time, stay wild.